Now on Good Morning Northwest, a heated debate over police funding in Spokane. Council members vote to accept federal dollars while residents warn of risks to immigrants.
And we're dealing with a little bit less fog this morning, but we got a lot more dreary weather to the track today in your first alert forecast.
President Trump threatens to send U.S. military into Minnesota as immigration protests crank up. The historic move he's considering for the first time in decades. Just ahead. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. So glad you're starting your Friday with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Friday, January 16th. Welcome to the end of your week. We got meteorologist Matt Gray taking a look at our first alert forecast this morning. A much clearer start to the day.
Yeah, it should be a lot easier of a commute, especially down in the valley where the fog has not really developed. Instead, we've seen that low deck of clouds just kind of hanging there above Spokane and above Coeur d'Alene. Now, some of the higher benches say as you work into the West Plains, you will see a little bit of fog, but not nearly as dense as what we've had over the past couple of days where you could barely see anything out there. Still, though, you should expect some limited visibility around places like Spangle, Cheney, Spokane International Airport, Airway Heights, and then into the Fairchild area, as well as you head south and west on I-90 towards places like Sprague Lake as well this morning. But you head the other way into the valley, things looking pretty good for the start of your morning drive. Now, we still have a little bit of time to cool down, and so we may see some other areas of fog developing here, but even where we do have fog in places like Fairchild, the visibility is a whole lot better than with some of that super dense fog that we saw, for example, yesterday morning. So we'll keep some patchy fog in the forecast through about 9 o'clock, and then we'll see our mid-30s and dreary skies, just as we've had for the past couple of days this afternoon. Tracking when we could try, at least make a real effort to break out of this fog and cloud pattern coming up.
Spokane City Council used a special meeting last night to approve a controversial $1 million federal funding grant aimed at boosting public safety and reducing crime by funding the hiring of 8 new police officers.
The council voted 5-2 in favor, arguing that the federal dollars should help the community. More than 20 community members urged the council to reject this grant, warning it could put immigrants at risk since it requires officers to share immigration status information with the federal government. Police Chief Kevin Hall addressed these concerns head-on, saying his department does not collect immigration data.
This grant changes absolutely nothing from what the police department has been doing for the past several years, and definitely in the past 18 months that I've been here. It does not require these officers to enforce immigration, and that in fact would be in violation of state law.
Critics are also concerned over the wording of the grant and the requirement to follow executive orders. SPD says it is in compliance with those federal regulations and promises to return the money if future orders conflict with their work. Well, we are following some breaking news this morning. President Trump threatening to take historic action and send U.S. military members into Minnesota to break up violent protests during the administration's ongoing immigration crackdown.
Hannah Joy is at the Breaking Now desk. Hannah, what do next steps look like in this?
Robin, President Trump is threatening to use the Insurrection Act, a rarely used law that could allow him to send U.S. troops inside the country. Here you can see clashes breaking out between protesters and ICE agents in Minneapolis, protests that have continued for days. Under the Insurrection Act, the president could step in if he believes state or local leaders can't handle the situation. The last time this law was used was back in 1992 during the Los Angeles riots. And now, the mayor of Minneapolis has a message for his city.
We cannot counter Donald Trump's chaos with our own brand of chaos. And I have seen thousands of people throughout our city peacefully protesting. For those that have peacefully protested, I applaud you. For those that are taking the bait, you are not helping, and you are not helping the undocumented immigrants in our city.
All of this comes just a week after the deadly shooting of Renee Good. New video shows Good was shot by an ICE agent multiple times in the chest, arm, and head. The U.S. attorney says there's no need for a civil rights investigation because Good was a threat to the country, but her family's attorney describes her as a loving mother who didn't deserve to die. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. The Spirit Lake Police Department's urging people to make sure their cars and homes are locked as the city is seeing a rise in thefts and burglaries. Officers say criminals are taking advantage of unlocked doors and keys left inside vehicles. Police are asking people to remove keys from all vehicles, including cars, trucks, and ATVs, and to lock homes, outbuildings, and camping trailers. The department says officers will increase patrols throughout the city and encourages anyone who sees suspicious activity to report it right away.
Well, more than 300,000 mini refrigerators are being recalled due to a fire risk. The recall is for a 6-can mini fridge model that you see here, sold by Curtis International under the Frigidaire brand name. The internal electrical components can short circuit, creating a fire hazard. The fridges were sold exclusively at Target. If you have one of these fridges, you should stop using it and register for a refund at Curtis International's site. There have already been 6 reports of those mini fridges catching fire and causing damage to property.
New on Good Morning Northwest, several schools across the U.S. are being investigated for discrimination against women and girls for allowing trans athletes to compete in girls' sports, including Cheney Public Schools. A major investigation is now underway from the U.S. Department of Education's Office for Civil Rights, investigating complaints that the schools have violated Title IX. Title IX prohibits discrimination on the basis of sex in any program receiving federal financial assistance. Hannah Joy will break down the reasons behind the investigation and why Cheney is included. That's coming up in a half an hour here on Good Morning Northwest.
We are taking a live look this morning at One Spokane Stadium. We can see it a lot better today than we have the last couple of days here. Now, the stadium is home to high school sports, concerts, and of course, soccer matches. And right now, it's getting ready to host some of the biggest and most important sporting events in its short history come this spring.
Both the Seattle Sounders and the Seattle Reign announced they will play matches here in Spokane in March and April. The Reign will play 3 matches here, while the Sounders will play a round of 16 CONCACAF Champions Cup match in Spokane. Fans hope to show off our growing soccer culture and welcome in new fans.
Yeah, round of 16 is huge. You know, that's a once in a lifetime thing to see, right? Like, you can go to Seattle, but again, it's here, and even to see it in Seattle would be a big deal.
The Spokane Public Facilities District says it wants to host more big professional matches here in the future. Oh, this is big news.
So much fun. I'm sure those tickets are going to be hot, but it'll be hopefully some great games.
Yeah, hopefully the weather will cooperate at that time. You know, it's now 6:07.
Yeah, wouldn't it be fun to play in that fog that we saw out there yesterday? Or maybe it would be just a ball flying at you out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah, oh boy.
That would test their skills.
Reaction,
right.
Reaction times, I'd be getting hit in the head and falling over.
Need to put a light on that ball or something.
Yeah, something like that. That's what the glow-in-the-dark ones are for.
Yeah, there you go.
Something like that, yeah. Or the light-up shoes for the kids. That's a good one on a foggy day. All right, so we are keeping an eye on fog around the Palouse region as well. Here's Deary. You can see a little bit of that fog reflection of some of the lights in the background there in north central Idaho. Let's take a look at Spokane. A lot less fog than the last couple of days. Let's see if that continues coming up.
The Nobel Peace Prize President Trump has always wanted finally reached the White House, just not the way he expected. The story behind this symbolic gift up next.
And the man accused of killing Charlie Kirk appears in court today as his lawyers claim a conflict of interest. Up next, why they say a prosecutor's child creates some problems.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
The redesigned Tiguan is here, and it's turning heads. Luxury meets functionality with new styling that includes elevated interior design and smarter tech. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen, home of 0000.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Hi. Hi. Chocolate fundraiser.
With the Chase mobile app, things move a little more smoothly. Deposit checks easily and send money quickly. That's convenience from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
One Night in Memphis, the nationally acclaimed tribute concert featuring top rock and roll legends. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, January 29th. Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, February 5th. Clay Walker stands as a towering figure in country music with electrifying performances. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, March 5th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com to buy your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
The 4-day holiday sale is on now at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores as they celebrate with big discounts store-wide on new looks for the new year and the best selection of bedroom, dining room, comfortable and modular sectionals.
And today through this Monday, you can save up to 40% off store-wide or take advantage of no-interest financing until 2031.
So you can get that home theater sofa you've been wanting and pay over time.
Today through Monday at Walker's.
Looking for space, style, and serious performance? You'll find it all in a Volkswagen Atlas. 3 rows equals room for everyone. And turbocharged power means this SUV is built for fun. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen.
It is 6:11. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. President Donald Trump was given something he has long coveted, but it was not his own.
Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado handed the president her Nobel Peace Prize medal during a visit to the White House yesterday. Machado won the award last year, which honored her campaign to expand democracy. At the time, she dedicated the honor to Trump. However, Thursday's gesture is merely superficial. The committee that awards these prizes reaffirmed that while a medal can change owners, the title of a Nobel Peace Prize laureate cannot. Machado is trying to gain U.S. support in her fight to lead Venezuela's future after the American capture of Nicolas Maduro.
And Tyler Robinson, the man accused of fatally shooting Charlie Kirk, is scheduled to appear in a Utah courtroom today. Lawyers for the 22-year-old are expected to allege a conflict of interest is apparent in the Utah County Attorney's Office. They say a child of one of the attorneys was a student of the school and was at the Utah Valley University event where Kirk was killed. Robinson is facing several charges, including aggravated murder and felony use of a firearm.
A South Korean court has sentenced disgraced former President Yoon Suk-yeol to 5 years in prison. The charges stem from Yoon's botched attempt to impose martial law in December of 2024. The Seoul Central District Court says that it found Yoon guilty of obstructing authorities from trying to arrest him, among other charges.
The Trump administration is trying to get technology giants to foot the bill for surging power costs related to new data centers. The White House is planning to ask PJM Interconnection to hold an emergency auction during an event today where tech companies would bid to build new power plants. However, there is one problem. PJM officials say they were not invited to the event and will not attend. PJM is the biggest grid operator in the U.S., covering 13 states as well as the District of Columbia.
This is not a glitch in the Matrix. You are indeed seeing your Friday Plan Your Day segment here, but it's the same as the last few days. Foggy in many areas to start. Not nearly as foggy those the last couple of days, so that'll be a positive for your morning commute. More gloominess for this afternoon. A couple of areas in central Washington may see some sunshine, such as around Okanogan County, where we've had a little bit of a northerly wind, and more fog and clouds developing tonight.
Well, take a look at this. This is CQ, a sea otter who lives at the Seattle Aquarium. She just celebrated her 14th birthday, which also happens to be her golden birthday. To celebrate, the aquarium threw a party for her, including colorfully decorated ice that is shaped to look like a cake. And because she's golden, they turned her and some of her other otter friends into the K-pop Muscle Hunters. That, of course, is an homage to the song Golden, featured in the hit Netflix movie K-pop Demon Hunters.
So crafty.
That's so cool. 14 years old.
Adorable.
I love it. Happy birthday to her. Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:14.
A new bribery case is shaking up the NCAA. 17 college basketball teams are caught in a massive point-shaving scheme. The feds charged 20 players with taking bribes to lose games on purpose. After the break, details on the scandal that prosecutors call historic.
You expect more from local news. 4 News Now delivers. We're doing the work, listening to you, asking questions, and getting the answers you need to help keep your family safe. It's what we mean when we say, expect more on 4 News Now.
Ring in the new year with big savings. Visit Quality Stoves and Spa's inspiring showroom for the area's largest selection of fireplace extraordinaire and low-pi fireplaces and stoves. All reduced. Sale ends Saturday at Quality Stoves and Spas.
Welcome to Mistaqua Casino Hotel. Discover endless possibilities with our exclusive partnership with 49 Degrees North. Cozy fireplaces, state-of-the-art ski lockers, and views that take your breath away. Book your hotel stay with us and enjoy a delicious dinner, drinks by the fire, and the soothing warmth of the hot tub.
Ski, stay, and play at Mistaqua Casino Hotel. Located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah.
Life happens. Lucky for you, the new ICCU Central Plus checking account comes with benefits, including cell phone protection.
Wait, through my ICCU checking account?
That's right. Along with a whole lot of other benefits you might need. Because being human is a full-time job.
Magical moments. Snowy adventures. Warming up. Making memories. A winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
Our customers love coming to Car Wash Plaza. The staff here is so friendly.
It's the best in the Northwest.
It's so well lit, and there's security lights everywhere.
The central dog wash is so convenient, no hassle, keeps the dog clean, and keeps my house clean too.
My car is a big investment for me, and so if I want it done right, I take it to Car Wash Plaza for the touchless wash.
Car Wash Plaza. It's the best in the Northwest.
Find a location near you at carwashplaza.com.
The best time to get the biggest year-end savings on used vehicles is this week at Findlay Honda Spokane during the year-end closeout, where you can delay payments plus get extra money for your trade-in.
Better selection, bigger savings, locally owned.
How do you nourish a cat for a lifetime? Purina Cat Chow.
Chow, 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 chow. Purina Cat Chow. Everybody's wow about the chow, chow, chow.
Trusted nutrition for every life stage for over 60 years. Cat Chow.
Chow, chow, chow.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Easy Home Buyer.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. It's now 6:18. There is another cheating scandal in sports, this time in college basketball.
Players from multiple schools are now facing charges. Here's ABC's Hannah Battah.
Corner to Caresse.
This morning, 20 Division I college basketball players have been charged with taking bribes to lose on purpose.
We're talking about dozens of games, athletes, 17 teams. I do view it as historic.
The alleged scheme involves dozens of players across 17 NCAA teams, including DePaul, Fordham, Tulane, and the University at Buffalo. 4 of the players charged have played in just the last week, all now suspended.
Now Hunter will get the Cowboy defender airborne and miss the shot.
In this game in 2024, the indictment claims New Orleans guard said Quavius Hunter agreed to underperform in exchange for thousands of dollars in bribes.
Hunter once again. This time he hits the three-pointer.
In an interview with ABC's Will Reeve, Hunter admitted to so-called point shaving.
I make a couple and miss a couple. I was money hungry. That's how it was, money hungry.
The indictment claims the bribes ranged from $10,000 to $30,000 per game. These are just the latest gambling charges to come to light since sports betting became widely legalized. Major League Baseball pitchers Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz appeared in court just yesterday after pleading not guilty to rigging their pitches in exchange for kickbacks from gamblers. A lawyer for Clase claims the text messages at the heart of the case were actually about cockfighting, not rigging pitches. Hannah Battah, ABC News, New York.
And here at 6:19 is a look at time-lapse video of the 86-day repair process for the Bullfrog Road overpass above I-90 near Cle Elum. That area was badly damaged, the bridge was, when a truck hauling an oversized load collided with it last October. Washington State DOT determined that section would have to be rebuilt, leading to closures and delays. The DOT says emergency repairs totaled about $8 million.
Wow. Love a good time lapse, and you can just see there, we mentioned this last hour, just the wild winter we've had from the weather over there too. Just snow and then rain and then grass, and it just shows it there.
All over.
Yeah, been busy and eventful in the Cascades for sure. Meanwhile, here we've had a very long stretch, and really across the Pacific Northwest now, a very long stretch of pretty benign weather, although it has been a little gloomy, a little foggy across much of the inland Northwest. A lot of us seeing a less fog this morning, but we are still seeing some pretty foggy weather as you look here at Highway 95. This is just before you head down the hill to Lewiston. So there is going to be some fog around the Palouse this morning. We've also seen some fog around the West Plains. So some places to keep in mind that you are going to run into some limited visibility. Temperatures, for the most part, sitting at freezing or in the upper 20s. We're a little cold in Winthrop at 15, and we're at 37 in Omak. We got a little bit of a breeze out of the north, bringing some drier air, but it's also sloping down the mountainsides into the valley here. So that is warming us up a little bit. It's also cleared out some of that low cloud cover around parts of Okanagan County. So one place that we do have a chance to see a little bit of sunshine today. Elsewhere, I think it's going to be a lot harder. Winds are not super high across the region, and we've got that limited visibility around Pullman. You've got some cloud cover over the LC Valley. So you'll be socked in today, and we've got that fogginess around places like Wenatchee, Vantage, and then into the West Plains area, the west side of Spokane County, up on those higher benches. For this afternoon, temperatures all getting up into the 30s. We'll see some 40s in the Columbia Basin and around the LC Valley. Regardless, I still do not expect much in the way of clearing. So more fog, more stagnant air. We'll likely see plenty of areas as we go through tomorrow and the weekend, get into moderate air quality as these inversions continue. We will not see many changes over the course of the weekend. By next week, maybe a chance for a little bit of sunshine. When we get into these patterns, it really takes something more substantial to get out of it. And so we firmly get into the kind of believe it when I see it territory. Here's what you got for the weekend. Earliest possible we could see a little break in the clouds would be on Sunday, because you have a little bit of disturbed weather kind of moving through the eastern side of this high pressure area that's in control of our pattern. Notice here, though, as we head into the week, this sticks around through about Tuesday. It's why our air stagnation advisories go until Tuesday. After that, we start to see an influx of cooler air. That should help break up the inversions, and we'll also be on the lookout for some more active weather. So kind of Thursday, Friday, Saturday, heading into next week. Those are the days to keep an eye on for some changes, because we will have at least a chance for some active weather. Certainly a better chance than we have right now, stuck in these doldrums.
Right. A little shake-up is always kind of nice.
We'll need it. A little bit.
Depends on what it is, I suppose.
It does depend on what it is. But yeah, the dull gray skies, you do need a shake-up every now and then.
Yeah, indeed.
Matt,
all right,
thanks.
Your time is now 6:23.
Gonzaga loses star player Braden Huff to injury, but still dominates Washington State without him. We're taking a look at last night's battle at Beasley Coliseum.
And the Seahawks host their first home playoff game in 3 years tomorrow against the 49ers. But Hawks fans are sweating a little bit with quarterback Sam Darnold's injury status. We'll tell you what we know about that just ahead.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Two great things happen in January. Kerner Furniture's January clearance sale and National Compliment Day.
And we found a way to celebrate both.
You are the perfect size for a small or large dinner party, and the perfect January clearance sale price.
Lazy boy, you're so good at reclining and always at a guaranteed low price.
Find the furniture that complements your home at a price that complements your budget.
Kerner Furniture's January clearance sale is going on now.
Kerner Furniture, nice store, low prices.
And Doug.
There it is, Limu, the 50-yard line. Soon we'll be telling the whole stadium how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds. Whoa. Looks like we're walking. We'll get them at halftime. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Work at 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models.
ShopDaveSmith.com.
When drains slow down or back up, Gold Seal Plumbing is here to help. And right now, get expert drain clearing for just $89. Plus, a no-charge camera inspection, giving you a clear view of your plumbing before small issues become major repairs. With over 50 years experience, Gold Seal is the most trusted name in Spokane. Our family-owned team delivers honest solutions, transparent pricing, and dependable results every time. Call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
We're cooking up something special. Yolks Exclusives. Original recipes crafted in-house, every day, by people who take fresh seriously. A collection of signature products you won't find anywhere else. Meticulously prepared with only the freshest ingredients. And sold exclusively at Yolks Fresh Markets.
This one started off with real promise for WSU. They came out looking sharp, swinging, and looked like they were going to take one back from Gonzaga and continue their home streak. Washington State looked to flip the script in this rivalry. For a brief stretch in the first half, they looked sharp, moving confidently, hitting shots from deep. They kept the game tight and even nudging ahead in the early minutes. But as the half wore on, Gonzaga's depth and execution began to tell. The Bulldogs closed the first half on a 15-3 run, flipped the momentum to take a 10-point lead at the half. And for Washington State, the second half story was possession. The Cougs struggled to maintain control of the ball, finishing with 17 turnovers. Gonzaga converted those extra possessions into points that Wazoo simply couldn't crawl back from. Simon Hildenbrandt spoke about what went wrong in this game.
We knew going into the game that they're a very good shot blocking team when we get in the paint, and we knew they were going to try to speed us up. And so, I mean, looking back, I don't remember at all of the 17, but, I'm sure most of them were things that we could have controlled that I know that we can do better.
The Cougs came out on fire and kept it and couldn't keep it lit throughout the remainder of the game. Washington State dropped to 8-11 overall, and they will look ahead to play San Francisco on Sunday.
Speaking of another team that's playing San Francisco here soon, Seahawks.
That's right. We are just one day away from the Seahawks taking on the 49ers in their first home playoff game since 2021.
The quarterback Sam Darnold is listed as questionable for Saturday's game. Darnold says that he felt something in his oblique during practice and wanted to get it treated.
Just didn't want to push it. Wasn't the day to push it, so that was it. So just came inside, got some rehab, and feel like I'll be ready to go for Saturday.
This will be the third matchup between Seattle and the Niners this season. The Seahawks won the last meeting on the road 13-3 in the final week of the regular season. Kickoff is tomorrow at 5 o'clock, so get all your superstitions out there.
That's
Make
right.
Sure to
wearing the right color socks or whatever you do, or having the right kind of food.
Jersey or food or whatever it is, I'm sure it'll work great.
Yeah. Keep it all. Keep it all. Let's go Hawks. It's now 6:28.
Well, a heads up, your Spotify bill is about to get more expensive. The streaming service will raise prices starting next month. We're breaking down those new costs coming up next.
Plus, President Trump unveils his new health care plan this morning, but critics say the one-page proposal raises more questions than answers. We break down what it means for you after the break. And as we go to break, we'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
Snow days are the best days, especially when there's fresh powder on the mountain.
But getting there, that's where Subaru Symmetrical All-Wheel Drive comes in. Glide up the icy roads with confidence and enjoy stability on every twist and turn.
Pack your gear, load up the crew, and let the heated seats keep you warm on the way.
Because with Subaru, getting up to the ski hill is just as thrilling as the ride down.
Make every snow day the best day. Visit Parker Subaru and gear up for the season.
Without my good feet, I would not be able to do this. And remember, I'm in my 60s. Hey!
After a car wreck, the longer you wait, the harder it can be to get what you deserve. Don't let big insurance get ahead of you.
Our team acts quickly to handle everything for you.
After my recent accident, I knew I needed help, so I called Craig Swap and Associates. They really fought for me and treated me fairly every step of the way.
Don't wait. Call Craig Swap and Associates today and let us handle it for you. One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. Welcome to your Friday. It is January 16th. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray and our first alert forecast.
And we got a bit of an easier morning commute here for Friday for the vast majority of us, is instead of the spooky fog, we've got a low deck of clouds here. We will keep an eye on our temperatures. If we get much cooler, we are going to have probably a little bit of patchy fog try to get going in the valley. So something to keep in mind if you're leaving your house a little bit later today. Light winds. Very light winds, or winds that are out of the east, and that keeps the cloudy skies locked in place and our inversions locked in place here as well this morning. Notice here, though, in Omak, we've got some northerly winds that are a little bit faster than what we've seen in other places. And I tell you what, a little bit of a drier wind out of the north has really helped Omak with visibility. So we've actually even gotten rid of some of the low cloud cover around parts of the Okanagan. That has also made a difference when it comes to temperatures there. I'll show you that in a second. But overall, you can see much better visibility for travel across the inland Northwest. Still some fog around the Palouse, and as you work your way towards the LC Valley and on the West Plains, we've got some limited visibility. But look at that wind helping things out with us being a little bit mild in Omak, and then the clearer skies turning it cold in Winthrop. Everybody else, though, it's going to be a tough time to see any sunshine today. We'll take a look at that in your Friday and weekend forecast coming up.
We are following some breaking news. The U.S. Department of Education is launching an investigation into 18 schools over transgender athletes in Title IX. Cheney Public Schools is on that list, along with 3 other schools right here in Washington. Federal officials say the investigations come after complaints that some schools are violating Title IX. According to a report from the Washington State Standard, Cheney allegedly allowed a trans girl to compete on the girls' track team. The report also says a Cheney spokesperson declined to comment on the issue, but says the district plans to cooperate with the federal agency's investigation. Assistant Secretary for Civil Rights Kimberly Ritchie says violations of women's rights, dignity, and fairness are unacceptable, and that the department will leave no stone unturned to protect women and girls' equal access to education. Now, this debate isn't new for our region. We've reported before on transgender participation in sports, including the high-profile case involving Veronica Garcia of East Valley High School, which drew national attention and strong opinions on both sides. It's important to note these are just investigations. Final decisions have not been made, and the Department of Education hasn't said when the investigation will wrap up. But whatever the outcome, it could have a major impact on girls' sports in our region and around the country. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. This morning, President Trump unveiling what he calls his great health care plan, which would deliver money directly to the American people instead of health insurance companies.
But critics, including Washington Senator Patty Murray, argue his plan is short on specifics. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is in D.C. with those details.
As health insurance premiums skyrocket for millions of Americans, this morning, President Trump outlining a new health care plan. The key provision calls for sending money directly to Americans for health savings accounts so they can choose their own insurance and bypass the federal government. But critics argue the plan does not extend Obama tax credits that ended at the start of the new year. ABC's Mary Bruce pressing the White House for specifics.
How exactly would this work? And can the president assure Americans that this will be enough to cover their health care costs?
Congress and the White House are going to work together to put this plan into action.
Democratic Senator Patty Murray posting on social media, quote, "It took the president over a decade to come up with a health care plan that is one entire page," adding that it will do nothing to stop premiums from more than doubling. Some health experts also worry that people with pre-existing conditions may not be able to get coverage, which has been guaranteed under the Affordable Care Act.
that could discriminate against people with pre-existing conditions, that could destabilize the ACA marketplaces and make coverage more expensive for sicker people, or maybe even insurers could drop out and not offer that coverage anymore.
Costs have been soaring after Republicans in Congress refused to renew Obamacare tax credits, leaving nearly 20 million Americans struggling with skyrocketing premiums. This includes Astrid Story from Denver, Colorado, who's been battling thyroid cancer. She says her monthly premium rose $500 from $1,400 to $1,900.
How is that fair? How is that fair to a cancer patient that their first thought has to be, am I going to be able to afford the treatment that is going to keep me alive?
And Senator Chuck Schumer met with President Trump yesterday, urging him to pressure GOP senators to take up a House-passed bill extending Obamacare subsidies for 3 more years. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
And the Trump administration also rolling out new dietary guidelines for Americans, with some officials calling it the most significant change in nutrition in our nation's history. The new federal dietary guidelines emphasizes returning to basics with real foods, stressing proteins, fruits, and vegetables, while eliminating ultra-processed foods like fast food. But while the new food pyramid might look a little bit different, some say the change is not all that drastic.
I don't know that the big overarching themes are that different than what most of us are already telling people, that we want them to have balanced diets and a relationship with food that is healthy.
Well, the biggest impact could be on school lunches, where districts must follow these guidelines. Spokane Public Schools anticipates making changes, but says implementation could still take years. The district hopes for increased funding if it's expected to serve more proteins and cook more meals from scratch.
Spotify users, you are about to pay more. The app's prices are going up next month. The streaming service announced today it is raising the price of its service by $1. That means premium plans are going from $12 a month to $13. It's the same for students, who will see their monthly bill go from $6 to $7. If you have Spotify's Duo or Family plan, you're going to go up by $2 a month. It's the first price adjustment it's made since June of 2024.
Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:37.
Back to meteorologist Matt Gray. A little bit of break from some of the fog here and there.
Yeah, here and there. I think a large portion of us are going to have a much nicer commute this morning.
Hey.
Still some fog in the West Plains, still some fog down in the Palouse here, but the overall sentiment of the day really hasn't changed that much. It's still gloomy, and it's going to stay that way for a little while. We'll look at your forecast, take a peek into the weekend coming up.
And still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, Spokane travelers get easier access to Houston, Mexico, and Central America. United's new nonstop service starts in May. We got those details coming up.
Plus, you might want to check your chocolate stash. Spring and Mulberry recalls 8 flavors of chocolate bars sold since September due to possible salmonella. We'll have the complete list of flavors coming right up.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, where winning is just the beginning.
This year, commit to fit and don't wish for it, work for it at Move Fitness.
Whether you're starting from the beginning or just wanting better results, Move Fitness has what you need to get the job done.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
Andy's Heating Cooling guarantees to keep your home safe and warm. Your home and office comfort is Andy's priority. Stay warm this winter with a new heat pump system from Carrier.
So the heating company I called said I needed a new heat pump that would cost over $12,000. A friend said I should call Andy's for a second opinion, and I'm so glad I did. They were honest. All I needed was a reversing valve.
Turn to the experts at Andy's Heating Cooling. Since 1972, thanks to you.
The 4-day holiday sale is on now at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores as they celebrate with big discounts store-wide on new looks for the new year and the best selection of bedroom, dining room, comfortable and modular sectionals.
And today through this Monday, you can save up to 40% off store-wide or take advantage of no-interest financing until 2031.
So you can get that home theater sofa you've been wanting and pay over time.
Today through Monday at Walker's.
David Muir, the most watched newscast in America. And now, ABC's World News Tonight has won the Emmy for Best Live News Program for the 3rd year in a row.
KXLY Plus is now streaming free over the air on KXLY 4.5. The latest headlines, breaking news, and new original local programs you won't find anywhere else. KXLY Plus, powered by 4 News Now and free over the air. All day, every day on KXLY 4.5.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:41. Starting this spring, United Airlines will offer nonstop flights from Spokane down to Houston. The flights start in May and they'll be available on Saturdays, departing from Spokane at 2 p.m. and landing in Houston at 8:20. The returning leg will leave Houston at 9:30 in the morning and then land in Spokane at 11:30. Spokane International says not only will this help people trying to get to Houston, but also places beyond like Mexico, Belize, and Costa Rica. The route will run from May 23rd to August 8th.
An update to a recall to tell you about this morning. Spring and Mulberry has expanded its voluntary recall of chocolate bars due to possible salmonella contamination. According to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the recall now consists of additional flavors. In addition to mint leaf, it now includes Earl Grey, lavender rose, mango chili, mixed berry, mulberry fennel, pecan date, and pure dark minis. The chocolate bars have been sold online and at retailers nationwide since September 15th. To date, no one has reported getting sick.
Time now to plan out your day as we continue a long stretch of what is pretty dull weather. Still some fog out there, but you will have a much easier commute, not as foggy this morning as it was, say, yesterday when it was pea soup out there. Pretty gloomy conditions for this afternoon for the vast majority of the region. Some parts of central Washington will see the sunshine, but that's about it. And then more developing fog and cloud cover tonight.
Yeah, it is now 6:42.
Bought something yesterday and maybe saw it cheaper today? Don't worry, you don't have to eat that cost. We'll show you some simple tips on how to get your money back. That's next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Don't buy an RV until the Big RV Show, the 38th annual Inland Northwest RV Show, January 22nd through 25th. Multiple dealers, hundreds of RVs, incredible prices. Save thousands at the Big RV Show, Spokane Fairgrounds, January 22nd through 25th with free parking.
Style or substance? Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Work at 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models. ShopDaveSmith.com.
Winter's creeping in. Is your heating system ready for the challenge ahead? Don't let an unexpected equipment failure or high energy bills impact your comfort this holiday season. At Bills, our comprehensive maintenance can discover problems before they start, giving you peace of mind to focus on what matters most. For a limited time, you can schedule a tune-up for only $59. Call us at 208-777-5528 and schedule today.
Join the circle of life at the Lion King.
Coming to Spokane for 3 weeks only this January. Get your tickets today at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Nothing comes easy, whether in the garden or the kitchen. Every meal starts with heart, hustle, and a whole lot of hard work. And your finances should work just as tirelessly as you do. Ascend Checking from P1FCU can earn you 3.5% APY with no monthly fees, no gimmicks, just rewards for the work that you're already doing. Because around here, dividends are for the doers. Learn more at p1fcu.org/ascend.
Don't buy an RV until the Big RV Show, the 38th annual Inland Northwest RV Show, January 22nd through 25th. Multiple dealers, hundreds of RVs, incredible prices. Save thousands at the Big RV Show, Spokane Fairgrounds, January 22nd through 25th with free parking.
4 News Now is brought to you by Kerner Furniture.
It's now 6:45. With after Christmas sales in full swing and President's Day sales right around the corner, there's a chance you might buy something and then see it for less money a day or two later. It can feel like you've been ripped off.
That's right, but you may not be stuck with that higher price. Here's how to get some of that money back in simple steps that can help you avoid overpaying next time you shop.
Overpaying happens more often than you think, but Consumer Reports says knowing a few store rules can help keep more cash in your pocket. Before you shop, take a quick look at the store's price adjustment and price match policies. Those policies can let you claim the lower price even after you've already checked out.
When you know a retailer's policies, it can help you navigate shopping there and getting the best discounts, the best deals possible.
So, how do they work?
When you're price matching, you're doing it before you buy. With price adjustments, it's after you've already bought something and you've seen a price drop. You can go and get an adjustment and get a partial refund.
But every retailer's policy is different. For example, Target will only match its own in-store and online prices within 14 days. One exception, in-store matches must be from the same Target location. Walmart will only match a price if you're shopping in-store. See something for less on walmart.com and then request a price match in person. There are also exclusions, and Walmart does not match any competitors' prices. The same goes for Costco. If you buy an item and the price drops within 30 days, you can request the difference online for online purchases and in-store for in-person purchases. Remember, no matter where you shop, make sure that you're comparing the prices of 2 exact items, down to the color, and be sure you have proof. Receipts, ads, screenshots, or printouts of competitors' prices can often boost your case. And it may seem like a lot of effort, but
taking that extra few minutes to look at these policies is always going to be worth it.
Yeah, well, here is a live look at the start to our morning here. Again, just it's nice to be able to see One Spokane Stadium. We've been talking about this all morning, but I mean, coming off of South Hill this morning, I did see a couple little patches of fog. It was nothing compared to the last couple of days.
Yeah, last couple of mornings, it's been like...
Yeah, like just out the foghorn, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's been feeling like we were on the coast or something like that. But yeah, not today. So, hey, a nice gift for Friday. A nicer morning commute. Now, that said, there is still some fog out there. Folks around the West Plains, down to the Palouse, if you're headed those directions, you are going to run into a little bit of fog. But even then, visibility within these fog banks is a lot better than what we saw over the past couple of days around the region. Stagnant air going to continue. We've got some air stagnation advisories in place. Not a lot of changes are going to come this weekend. It's going to be until next week, but perhaps as early as Monday that we start to see at least a little bit of change out there. Here's what's going on right now. You can see it's low cloud cover instead of that fog in downtown Spokane into the Coeur d'Alene area. Temperatures are in the upper 20s and low 30s. We still have a dense fog advisory up for parts of Asotin County into the Pomeroy area, and then on the Idaho side of the Palouse. We're watching a couple of cameras down there, especially on Highway 95 on the Idaho side. We are seeing a little bit of that denser fog in some patches. And then almost everybody's got an air stagnation advisory because these inversions are still in place. The cloud cover, a great evidence of that. And so we are going to see periodic times where we see some moderate air quality. It has been just windy enough to where it's been kept from being widespread. We've also seen those winds up around Omak that have helped clear us out, at least temporarily. But a big time clearing, breaking out into sunshine in all the valleys and lowlands. That's got to wait until this high pressure over us weakens a little bit, since that is kind of controlling our inversion setup overhead. Well, we have a little disturbance that comes through on Sunday. I'm actually looking more towards Monday at this point, that we might see a little bit of breakup of the cloud cover during the second half of the day, but this high stays with us until at least Tuesday. After that, though, as we head into Thursday, Friday, Saturday of next week, keep an eye on the forecast. There may be some changes coming here. Not going to nail anything down just yet, but some cooler weather and perhaps even some more active weather could be on the way during that time frame. A lot of signals kind of keeping my attention during that time frame. In the meantime, well, let's just hope we can break these inversions some point early next week, but it's looking pretty unlikely through the weekend.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Coeur d'Alene Convention and Visitors Bureau.
At 4 News Now, we're part of this community, sharing your stories, listening to your voice, and delivering the news that matters most to you. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
Welcome to Missisquoi Casino Hotel. Discover endless possibilities with our exclusive partnership with 49 Degrees North. Cozy fireplaces, state-of-the-art ski lockers, and views that take your breath away. Book your hotel stay with us and enjoy a delicious dinner, drinks by the fire, and the soothing warmth of the hot tub.
Ski, stay, and play at Missisquoi Casino Hotel. Located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah.
When you're in a car wreck, we're not just here to fight for you. We're here as a family.
When I reached out to Craig Swaff and Associates, it got started right away. They made sure I received everything I was owed.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we've been family owned and trusted since 1967. And right now, we're offering $500 off trenchless sewer installation, the best way to repair your sewer line. Our experts use light rate technology to restore your system with minimal disruption and lasting results. And with 0% financing for up to 18 months, you can get your sewer line repaired now and pay over time. So call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
It's time to play. That is right. I love it.
It's Stump Mark, only on Live.
Weekdays at 9 a.m.
4 News Now is brought to you by Parker Toyota.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Friday with the Morning Sprint.
Foggy conditions are sticking around a little bit this morning, but it's not everywhere. We got meteorologist Matt Gray to look at our forecast.
But first, the U.S. Department of Education is launching an investigation into 18 schools over transgender athletes and Title IX. Hannah Joy's in studio with details on why Cheney Public Schools is on that list.
Robin, according to a report from the Washington State Standard, Cheney allegedly allowed a trans girl to compete on the girls' track team. The report also says a Cheney spokesperson declined to comment, but the district plans to cooperate with the investigation. Federal officials say the investigations come after complaints that some schools are violating Title IX. Now, it's important to note these are just investigations. Final decisions have not been made, and the Department of Education hasn't said when the investigations will wrap up. But whatever the outcome, it could have a major impact on girls' sports in our region and around the country. We will keep you updated on air and online at KXLY.com.
Still some fog out there, but not as foggy in most places this morning, and so that's going to make for a much easier Friday morning commute. Any fog that's still left will lift as we head into the late morning, and we continue to see this repeat pattern of dull gray days around the inland northwest. Then if you're hoping for some sunshine, I don't have much optimism for this weekend, especially Saturday. It's going to still be gloomy. We may see a couple breaks in the clouds, but I expect mostly cloudy conditions for Sunday.
Take a look at this. This is a time-lapse video of the 86-day repair process for the Bullfrog Road overpass above I-90 near Cle Elum. The overpass was badly damaged when a truck hauling an oversized load collided with it last October. Washington State DOT determined the section would have to be rebuilt, leading to closures and delays. DOT says emergency repairs totaled about $8 million.
Well, Spokane City Council used a special meeting last night to approve a controversial $1 million federal funding grant aimed at boosting public safety and reducing crime by funding the hiring of 8 new police officers. The council voted 5-2 in favor, arguing that the federal dollars should help the community. More than 20 community members urged the council to reject this grant, warning it could put immigrants at risk since it requires officers to share immigration status information with the federal government.
Tyler Robinson, the man accused of fatally shooting Charlie Kirk, is scheduled to appear in a Utah courtroom today. Lawyers for the 22-year-old are expected to allege a conflict of interest is apparent in the Utah County Attorney's Office. They say a child of one of the attorneys in the office was a student of the school and was at the Utah Valley University event where Kirk was killed. Robinson is facing several charges, including aggravated murder and felony use of a firearm. For more details on Robinson's court appearance, stick around for Good Morning America at 7.
The Trump administration has rolled out new dietary guidelines for Americans, with some officials calling it the most significant change in our nation in the nutrition in our nation's history. The new federal dietary guidelines emphasize returning to basics with real food, stressing proteins, fruits, and vegetables while eliminating ultra-processed foods like fast food. The biggest impact could be on school lunches, where districts must follow these guidelines. Spokane Public Schools anticipates making these changes, but says implementation could still take years.
A local congregation stepped up to help Second Harvest yesterday with a massive food donation arriving at a critical time. Volunteers at Second Harvest welcomed 40,000 pounds of non-perishable food from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The donation includes pasta, rice, and other items that don't have to be refrigerated. The timing is crucial as the shelves in Second Harvest's Spokane warehouse are at their lowest levels at this time of year. Holiday food drives have ended and most fresh produce is out of season. This food will help hundreds of inland Northwest families. Second Harvest says the supplies will be distributed to people in need by the end of next week.
And we're taking a live look at One Spokane Stadium this morning, home to high school sports, concerts, and of course, soccer matches. And right now it's getting ready to host some of the biggest and most important sporting events in its short history this spring. Both the Seattle Sounders and the Seattle Reign announced that they'll be playing matches here in Spokane in March and April. The Reign will play 3 matches here, while the Sounders will play a round of 16 CONCACAF Champions Cup match here in Spokane. Very exciting.
Oh, it's so exciting. We will be back with a final check of weather. Things looking a little bit better as we start our Friday. Matt's up with your forecast right after this quick commercial break. Happy Friday.
It's back, the Big Boat Show, 4 big days. Come on out, shop and compare. There's something for everyone at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Learn more at SpokaneBoatShow.com.
Ring in the new year with big savings. Visit Quality Stoves and Spa's inspiring showroom for the area's largest selection of fireplace extraordinaire and low-pi fireplaces and stoves. All reduced. Sale ends Saturday at Quality Stoves and Spas.
At Parker Toyota, our commitment to you begins the moment you drive off the lot in your new vehicle.
We have more Toyota Master Diagnostic technicians than anyone in the Northwest.
That means our technicians are the most experienced at identifying and fixing any mechanical issues, ensuring that your Toyota receives the care it deserves.
Open 7 days a week. Call or go online to schedule your appointment at parkertoyota.com.
Come on out to the Spokane Boat Show. We've got boats of all types and sizes. Heavy metal, smaller fishing boats, open bow, high-performance ski and wakeboard boats, pontoons, kayaks, canoes, and personal watercraft.
Not as foggy this morning. Some of those higher benches, though, may run into some patchy fog. Up the hills, down the hills, etc. Overall, not that bad of a Friday. Definitely still going to be gloomy, though. The gloominess lasts through the weekend. There will be more patchy freezing fog the next couple of mornings. We're going to watch for at least a little bit of breakup in some of these inversions heading into early next week, and then keeping it on late next week for more substantial changes in the weather.
Well, thanks for starting your day with us right here on Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, we've loved having you along as we head into the weekend. We hope you can stick around for some live local updates throughout Good Morning America. It starts next.